Hi, Drake. I was remembering when you were here last time overnight and you were sleeping out in the living room and you heard a couple of clocks ticking and were interested in the pattern, and that you even went in to the back bedroom and got a third clock. I don't know how many clocks you were actually listening to, but listening to the pattern. And so that I just found that was interesting, and I got to thinking about it. Each of those clocks beats 1 time per second. So I'm sure they were off from each other, but if one was beating on the second every second and the other was like a half second off every second, it would just be an even pattern, like tick, 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 tick. And if the third one was off by maybe just 1/10 of a second, it would be tick, 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 tick. But that pattern would never change because each clock is ticking 1 time per second. So that got me to thinking, to remembering, was when I was a student in Berlin, Germany. When I get off the streetcar and would be walking several blocks to my house, I passed by a church that had 3 bells ringing in the tower. One was a real low one, just bong, bong, like maybe once every second and a half or something. And then a mid-range bell that rang a little more often, and then a somewhat higher bell that had a slightly higher frequency. And those patterns were always changing. The bell in the middle range would catch up to the lower bell and then pass it up, and the smaller bell was doing the same things. So sometimes they would actually be clinging exactly at the same time, but then they would fall apart and the patterns were just changing. So I thought I would just try to simulate that with some metronomes here. I was going to do a Marco Polo, but Marco Polo was on this phone, and so I downloaded metronomes on these two, my iPad mini, and then I have a real metronome here. And so just to simulate that. So this one is set for 67 beats per minute. And this one is set for 72 beats per minute. So you can see how they come together and then get further apart and come together again. And then this one is set for 60 beats a second. It's a different sound, but that's my demo. See you later.